So when you have a question like this where they are just asking you to figure out the coefficient of just a certain term, here they're asking you coefficient of x squared in the expansion of this, you don't need to sit and expand that entire thing. Okay, you don't need to do that. What you need to do is figure out that when can you have this x squared term. So of course, if you remember, I told you that every term will have a sum total of the power as 7. So if I need an x squared term, that means this b, which is 3x here, has to be a squared. Then only I will get that x squared term. So if this is squared, then this has to be a 2 to the power of 5. And why am I so sure? Because that's why I told you that, remember that the sum of these two powers has to be 7. Okay, so that's why I knew that if I need a power of 2 here, I have to have a power of 5 with this 2. Why do I need a power of 2 here? Because they asked me to get the coefficient of x squared. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you remember for 7, it was, now again, you need to figure out the Pascal's triangle, of course. So for 7, it is, I think, 1, 7, 21, 35, and so on. Now, you have to figure out which term is this, okay? Like whether it is the first term or the second term. I mean, what will be the coefficient here? So think about it. So if it is 2 to the power of 5, that means it must have started with 2 to the power of 7. Okay, it must have started with 2 to the power of 7. And then the second term would have been 2 to the power of 6. And then it is 2 to the power of 5. That means we need the third number that is in the Pascal's triangle, which is 21. So this has to be the number that you multiply outside this. So your answer is basically, now if you expand this, 21 times 2 to the power of 5 is 32, times 3x whole square is actually 9x squared. So this product, 21 times 32 times 9, let me just do it in the calculator, 21 times 32, will give you 6048x squared. So that means that term, the x squared term, will have this as the coefficient, and that's your answer. Did you get it?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty simple. So you just need to figure out what power they are asking. Once you know that, figure out what will be the power of the other term, okay? And then the third thing is figure out which position it is in order to know which number you need to pick up from that Pascal's triangle. That's it. Pretty simple, right?